Hey, hey, hey! How are we tonight? I see already all kinds of shares and hearts and love. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. You know, it's a rare event that I'm on this platform at this time of night, but I talked it over with my friends at Creek Road Designs, and we decided on this time, thought it would be a great time for everybody to be able to come on and join us for a really fun night. Hey everybody, I see you guys popping in. Thanks for the love. I see it already. Thank you guys. I was talking with some of my friends earlier today, and I had my cup of coffee in hand, and I said, Joe, I'm tired. You know, hey Cricket, hey guys, Tammy and Claudia and Kim and Lenny and everybody, I see ya. Hey guys, we're going to have a really fun night. As many of you know, this is a collaboration with my friends at Creek Road Designs, Greg and Michelle. And while everybody's popping in, I'm just going to take a minute to tell you that I love those two. They are great human beings. They have really gotten some fantastic products for us in the wreath community. And quite honestly, hey guys, quite honestly, they're always here for us, right? They pop into our lives. They also allow us to see what goes on behind the scenes in their business. They've had lots of exciting things go on for their business as well. As you guys know, Greg and Michelle and Anthony, can't forget him. They run that whole business, just the three of them, right? They've got lots of cool things going on. They've got this fantastic app. I want to encourage you, if you have not downloaded the app, thank you for the gift. Thanks, guys. If you have not downloaded that app, I encourage you to do so. Guys, you guys, I appreciate that. You guys, just being here means the world to me. It really does. But download that app, really and truly. It is a simple way to shop. It's a simple way to be able to favorite things, and perhaps you're one that likes to fill your cart up and then go back later and check out. It enables you to be able to do that. So they have just some really exciting things going on over there. Hey, Courtney, I see you, girl. Thank you, Fred, for being here. But they just have so much going on that's exciting. And one of the things that you guys see or hear me talk about all the time is how awesome it is to see a business grow and thrive. And the past year or so, we have watched our friends Greg and Michelle, their business has just grown. And that just makes me so happy. And also, guys, if you're a business owner, that should inspire you. That should light some fire under you. Just to watch all the things that are possible in our businesses. So I cannot start this collaboration first without thanking Greg and Michelle. I love you guys. I am honored to be able to work with your products. They're high quality products. I am loving the florals. They know I've already placed another order for some more florals, and you're going to get to see some of that tonight. All right. So for those of you that are joining, my name is Misty. I am the owner and designer at Little Luxuries. I love all things home decor, but my jam is grapevines. I love flowers. I love grapevines. That's just where I absolutely find my joy. So tonight we are going to be using, with the exception of the grapevine, and that's only because they don't carry them, y'all, but every other thing you're going to see me using in my hands tonight comes from Creek Road Designs. Also, they were kind enough to give me a code that if you want to shop for something that you see me use, or just go and look at all the goodies there, you can. They've given me a code LITTLE, L-I-T-T-L-E, for 10% off your order. And then you guys already know the deal. $99 and over, you can get free shipping on top of that. Not many businesses can do that, but they do, and that's awesome. So take advantage of it. Some of you, hey Katniss, some of you are just going to hang out and watch, and I want you to do so. I want you to enjoy it. I've got some special friends here who are going through some tough times. I want you to kick back, relax, and just enjoy watching this. For some of you, maybe you're making this along with me. I'm so glad you are, and I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on what to do with that. So, without further ado, let's get started. This particular design is perfect for spring or Mother's Day, and both are coming up. The beauty of this is it makes a great gift, Or if you're one that just wants to put it out for spring and then be done, that's fine. You can do that too. Either way, it works. Hey, Angela. Hey, everybody. I see you all. Hey, hey, hey. So I am doing this design on a 16-inch grapevine. All right, a 16-inch grapevine. The sign that I've used, which by the way, if you're thinking, man, I didn't get supplies or I wish I would have, you can go back on my page and all of this is documented. Also, Greg and Michelle on the Book of Faces has put out a nice picture that has all of the items I'm using tonight along with the reference numbers. So you can go back and look. Don't think that if you haven't gotten the supplies, it's too late. It's not too late, okay? You can just watch, learn, and then make it later. But this is a 10-inch sign that I'm using. There is a glare there from the ring light, but it's got this cute cup right here, almost like a little teacup with a saucer. And we're gonna have some roses here. Just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So that's what we're using. I have attached this already, okay? And what I do for my signs, there's a lot of ways that you can do this, but the way that I did this is I took a jewelry punch, I put a hole here, used some floral wire to make sure that I got this stable and connected to my grapevine. All right, so that is what I have done. Thank you, guys. Yeah, Cricket, this sign is absolutely beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, I also have made my bow just to save some time, but I got to brag on this right here. This is the basket weave ribbon. It is the 5/8. Now, Creek Road has this in all kinds of colors. Thank you, guys. But I want to show you something with this. I was impressed by something, and I'm not just saying this. I really do mean it. At first, I was like, you know what? This is going to be a little bit weird. I have not used this ribbon before, but this has the best wire in it. I want you to look at that. So even though it is 5/8 and it's basket weave, the wire in there is incredible. And what that does for you as a designer, if you're making wreaths, is that enables you to get, which when I attach it, you're going to see the stabilization on that bow. It makes your loops just pop. So I love this, love the ribbon. Yes, guys, I love the ribbon. Cricket and Kim, it is awesome ribbon. Creek Road has it in all the colors, so make sure you check it out. Get you some. I'm going to tell you, you're not going to be sorry for that. The basket weave, don't sleep on it, okay? Do not sleep on it. Yeah, see, everybody is saying, the Wreath Making Friends, Open Weave, new favorite, got it every color they had. Yes, Claudia, it is a great ribbon. Now, friends, Greg and Michelle, you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong. I think the last time I looked, that 2.5 in this color, I think is out, but you had 1.5 inch. Is that correct? Let me know about that. This is a beautiful ribbon. You can see right here, look on the edge. It's got the glitter edge here. It's got a nice wire in it. Absolutely beautiful. So if I'm not mistaken, they may have gotten it back in stock, but we'll wait to hear from Greg or Michelle. Oh, look at that, guys. I'm going to pin that comment. They have it back in stock today. So add it to your cart. I'm using the 2.5 in this, okay? And I combine that with this basket weave ribbon. All right, so that's the ribbons that we're using. And here is the bow. This is gonna, look at this. I gotta show you. Look at that. Do you see it? And that is that basket weave ribbon. So it is really phenomenal. It really, really is. I'm gonna go ahead and get this attached. Notice I didn't put the center loop. I literally did 6-inch loops on this bow right here. The ribbon tails are at about 12 inches in length, okay? So for those of you who really like the math and you really like to be specific, or you're starting out and you need a recipe, because let's be real, when we start out, we need to know the things. These tails are about 12 inches long. These loops are 6 inches, and what I did with the basket weave, I went in just a bit to approximately 5 inches to get the look for this bow, okay? So we're gonna get this attached. Thank you guys so much for all of the likes and the shares and the hearts. You know that I like to use zip ties to attach the bow to my grapevine. Side note, you don't have to use a zip tie. You can use bind wire, you can use a Chanel stem, you could use floral wire, whatever you are comfortable with. you are welcome to use to attach your bow. Now, here's a pearl for you. You guys know I'm known for my pearls, right? I'm going to tell you something. Do not zip tie this bow so tight that it cinches up your bow loops, okay? Hey, Taylor, hey, girl. Do not do that so tight, because what starts to happen is as the zip tie pulls on your bow, look, it starts to come forward, it starts to look really funky, and you just start to lose what I call the bounce of the loops. And you want that bow to be a wow factor, okay? So, not too tight, just a little bit there. And we are going to end up hiding that zip tie at the end. Don't worry about it. We're going to put a beautiful floral there. But we're going to kind of just let our bow hang out, and I'll fix everything at the end. Look already how beautiful this color combination is. I always start with designs, and this will be helpful if you're just starting out in wreath making, because remember, tonight we're doing this collaboration and I want to teach you a little bit, so bear with me. If you're a seasoned designer, just bear with me, okay? But if you are thinking, where do I start and how do I do this? A sign is a great, what I call focal point for you to start to think about colors, florals, what you want to put in there. Because look, I can already see I have roses in here. I have hues of pink. I've got purple. So I can always start to think, purples and pinks are probably good. You can mix in some white here. But if you can start with the sign, which Creek Road has amazing signs, anything you can think of, any colors that you like, any design, but start there. Pick out a beautiful sign and then match stuff up from there, okay? This particular sign, where is that, is, a 16-inch grapevine, and the sign is 10 inches. Now, Creek Road does offer signs that are smaller, and they do offer one larger size, so it really depends on what you want to do if you want to use a different size grapevine. But typically for my 16-inch grapevines, I like to use that 10-inch sign. Great question. All right. Thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate it. We are going to go ahead and get started by building what I like to call the foundation. You guys hear me say this a lot about going and building the foundation of your grapevine. And when you are doing that, this allows you to start to build the shape of the grapevine, and it keeps you within the lines. Because you want this to be in symmetry. You want this to not be sticking out over here and down here. You want to kind of follow the grain of the grapevine. This particular product is a maidenhair fern. Okay, thanks Taylor, a very sweet friend got me this shirt. Thank you so much. I thought it was good tonight because it matched the purple, so thank you. The maidenhair fern right here is popular, okay? I know they do have some in, and I know I keep saying that, but I'm not making this up, guys. I'm not. Greg and Michelle can confirm. The maidenhair ferns go fast. A lot of our wreath designer friends use it. You guys have seen them use it. This is one that doesn't stay in the shop long. But this is the maidenhair fern. I love it. This is a lot of coverage. It's a great build for a foundation. So what I'm going to do is start to clip some of this down. And if you are looking for this at Creek Road, it's FG as in girl 5654. And that's for the maidenhair fern. And like I said, this is one of my favorite ones to work with. Look how beautiful and how much coverage there is there. Thanks, Claudia. I appreciate that. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to, off to the side, I have a glue pot that I'm dipping into. And I'm going to go ahead and just start to build the foundation of our grapevine. Side note, I'm short. You're going to see me on my tiptoes. And I've got a table that adjusts, and it's already down, but I still have to stand on my tiptoes. So short girl problems. All right, so what we do is we continue to go around with this maidenhair fern and snip it off. Hey, Paula, how are you? Right here, okay? And we are literally just going with the direction and with the grain of the grapevine. But do you guys see that is 2 pieces off of that maidenhair fern, and we've already covered the top part of the wreath. All right, so when I tell you that it's a full coverage, it really is. Angel, you're short too. Yeah, a lot of my friends have short girl problems, right? Just saying. I'm just saying. All right. let's go ahead and continue to work this around. And as we say in the South, a dab will do ya. What that means is it doesn't take a lot of these. And Michelle and Greg, I do believe that the maidenhair ferns, do they come? I think they come to the, look, like this. That's one full piece right here. Okay, so you can see how large that is for coverage. And I'm still using this one. You're 5'2", Kimberly? Oh, goodness. I'm telling you, I claim 5'3", but truth be told, guys, that's not true. I'm confident that I'm probably 5'2" point something, meaning not quite 5'3", but that's okay. That's all right. Most of the time when you're tall, you wish you weren't as tall. When you're short, you wish you were taller. You got curly hair, you want straight hair. You following me here? I'm just continuing to go around the grapevine. And you want your glue in your glue pot to be the consistency of honey. Not too hot, not too cold. That's just where it will adhere to the floral picks just the way that it's supposed to and go into the grapevine without having a big mess. So that's the consistency of the glue that you want to have it. You thought I was taller. You know what? I fool people. And I'm like, yeah, everybody thinks I'm taller. Oh, no. Very, very short. But I'll take it. Trust me, if you ever see me in the grocery store or something, you would know because I'm the one that's like taking other objects and like trying to knock stuff down, or I'm standing up in ways that I really should not be trying to reach stuff. That'd be me. And that would be me. Hey, Miss Connie. Hey, my friend Connie. I see you, girl. Oh, gosh. All right. I'm going to go ahead and continue to add into the grapevine. And I'll hold this up in a minute because I really want you to see how I'm building out the foundation of this wreath, okay? And you can start out with this, get a solid foundation, and at the end, if we need to, I'll show you, but at the end, you can always go back and add more of this if you need to, okay? All right, we're going to come behind the bow. Remember, I always tell you when you're designing a wreath, do not forget to come behind the bow, all right? That is important. And we're going to put one more piece right in here. And I'll bring this closer as soon as I'm finished adding the maidenhair fern because I want you to be able to see it. All right, so look at that already. You can see we follow the grain of the grapevine. And do you see that? We have already started. This is mirrored, sorry. We've already started to just build all the way around. All right, and we did not use all 2 of those maidenhair ferns. So it goes a long way. You're going to have some left over for another project. And you guys know that's something beautiful too. You can make a wreath and then you could have ribbon left over and make a bow for a lantern topper. You could have pieces left over and you could go ahead and make you a floral centerpiece. All those things. The bounce is fantastic over ribbon. I agree, Claudia. It is. All right, so we are going to continue to build around. Now, I do things a little bit different, and that's okay. That's something about every designer, including you, if you're designing wreaths. You're going to see some people do a recipe that's totally different than what you do. And that's the beauty of it because you can pick and choose how you want to do this. Some people don't like to put their bow on first. Okay, that's fine. Put it on at the end. But I do. So with this, I'm going to go ahead and add in my focal floral. Now what's that mean? A focal flower is the biggest flower you're using in your design. Okay? These roses are absolutely gorgeous. And y'all know I'm a floral snob, and I do not mind telling you that. I love flowers. I'm very particular with the ones in which I use. These are gorgeous, okay? And this is the 20-inch pink with lavender rose bush, 25365. Absolutely gorgeous. You have seen Courtney and Lindsay design with these as well. They are good florals. I'm a floral fancy pants. That's exactly right. Yeah, Courtney, they're amazing, aren't they? Okay, so lots of wreath designers use these. And like I said, I have no problem being called a floral snob because it's true. I identify that way, and these are awesome. Okay, so go ahead and make sure that you add these to the cart. Rosie, hey, add these in. I want you to look at that, and the camera doesn't even do it justice. Do you know that one thing that I always love about the artificial florals like this is they look so real. Right, Angela? They're beautiful. They feel nice. Look at that. Look at all those textures. This kind of floral is what sets your design apart. It's what elevates your design. Hey, Spicy! How are you? This will elevate your design. Take it to the next level. Make sure that you're working with florals like this. So, add to cart. I'm going to go ahead and help you out. creekroad.net, add to cart. So, we're going to go ahead and start to insert our focal florals. All right. Now, here's the other thing I want to tell you. Perhaps you're on here and you're new to wreath making. Or perhaps you're on here and you're like, I don't even mess with florals. It scares me to death. I'm a mesh girl. I'm not doing it. Whatever. Okay, whatever your story is, take a breath and realize something for me. You ready for this? If you put something in here and you don't like it, when in doubt, rip it out. Grapevines are very forgiving, guys. If you put something in and you don't like the way that it looks, you can take it back out. That's the beauty of it. You're going to see me do that tonight, I promise, and I make wreaths all the time. I'm going to put something in, not like the way that it looks or where it's located, and take it back out. Thank you guys for the shares. I appreciate that, and I see you. I really, really do appreciate it. I do have a code for Creek Road Spicy. It is LITTLE, L-I-T-T-L-E. And for those of you who are just joining in, that will give you 10% off your entire order at creekroad.net. And on top of that, our friends at Creek Road will give you free shipping if you fill your carts up to $99 or more. Talk about a deal. That's an awesome deal, okay? So take advantage of that. That's really kind of them to do that. It's like I said before, a lot of places don't, and they are able to, and that is fantastic. So, code LITTLE, L-I-T-T-L-E, and then over 99 gets you free shipping. Look at this. And notice something else, guys. When I'm normally on lives, you know, a lot of times, what do? I take these leaves off. Notice I'm keeping these leaves. I love them. They look very realistic. I love the green in them. They tie in perfectly with the roses. So, I'm just telling you, truly, this is a good floral. Hey, Lynette, how are you? Yep, the leaves will go bye-bye in a heartbeat if I don't like them. But I really do like these. The other thing I want to show you, notice when I put this in, do you see how that flower just kind of falls over? Nope, you can bend that pick and just kind of hold it there for a second, let the glue adhere to it, and then I want to show you what it's going to do. It'll bounce right back up. It'll bounce right where you want it. So remember, in florals, don't be afraid to bend the stems. And remember what I always say, in nature, things don't just grow like this. They have life to them, right? So, bend those floral stems and make them realistic looking. Aw, thanks, Lynette. I appreciate that so much. I really, really do. Oh, I'm loving this already. What is that we said the other day? I cannot keep all the things that I make. I cannot. It's hard sometimes, though, when you're making stuff. I want to keep it. In our house, we have a double door entrance. And I'm going to be honest. Sometimes I want to keep it and be like, ooh, I'll make another one too. And I may do that. All right, perfect. I'm loving it. Now, do you notice something else? Another pearl or wreath making tip, because I promised to help you with this if you remember. Okay, here, notice what I did right here? I'm doing to the opposite side of the grapevine, okay? So remember, when you're putting in florals and you're doing things, my hubby's in here, hello. A self-first rule. what you're doing to one side, you do to the other, okay? You do to the other. So, that's what you see me doing right here. We're going to go in right here now and add in one to the top. Now, when you're in this area, you know that there's a bow, right? And I still want my flower to be visible. So I'll leave my stem a bit longer, okay? Because I want it to have more length to be able to stick up more out of the grapevine, okay? So, just be aware of that. And remember, friends, you can always cut off more of the stem, but you can't bring it back. So, we're going to let that sit there. I'm going to hold it for just a second. Man, this is looking gorgeous. I love roses too. Side note, I do have to share with you guys, because we did say after all this was possibly a Mother's Day wreath. One of my mom's favorite flowers was roses. And so every time I work with them, I think of her. And it's a very, very sweet memory. My mom's been gone almost for 11 years, and I love and miss her every day. But roses remind me of her. So I was also excited for that reason to do this design. Very excited. Hey, random fact, we have here in North Carolina where I am, we have lots of deer. They say they don't like roses, but I'm going to tell you something. I think they mowed down my rose bush trees because they're not there anymore. I'm just saying. I think that they do. I think that they eat them. All right. I know that was random, but I'm just saying. Let me see. I've got one more of those. One. The other thing you want to think about, friends, when you're doing this is your colors. And we are going to go back in. I know this kind of looks like that. We're going to go back in and put some other stuff to break up the colors a little bit. But just be aware of where you are putting things so that you're not piling it right on top of one another. This will look better at the end, I promise. Just trust, as my friend Lindsay says, just trust the process, friends. You're going to see how it comes together. All right, so those are our focal florals. The other beautiful thing about this rose bush, guys, is look, right here. You've got some of this beautiful filler in here. It's got some fern with it as well that you can add in, and we're going to use this. I love those kind of memories. I do too. Deer roses aren't for eating. Listen, those deer tore up my roses. For sure they did. They absolutely did. I'm going to set this to the side, but we probably will use these, and just be aware that these are great fillers. And look at that. Look how realistic that is, guys. The camera doesn't do it justice. So 10 out of 10 on this floral bush. Go get it from Creek Road. Love the fillers on the rose bushes. I agree, Kim. I agree 100%. All right, we're going to go in now, and we're going to add some eucalyptus. Once again, another one of my favorite greeneries. This greenery is perfect to use. In theory, you can use this year-round. Eucalyptus is very popular in spring and also in summer. And then there's different shades of eucalyptus, so you can use it in fall too. It comes with an orange or a rust tint, so you can certainly do that. Your mom loved roses. She had a yard full of roses. Yeah, my mom has been in heaven almost 11 years, and she had beautiful knockout rose bushes everywhere. And so I absolutely love roses. It's a very sweet, sweet memory of my mama. That's for sure. So, all right, look at this. Look at this eucalyptus. Love it, love it, love it. This is the 23-inch eucalyptus bush. Guys, look. A lot of eucalyptus on one bush, okay? And that is 253117. Once again, if you go to my page, the TikTok page here, you can see all the reference numbers with pictures of this. So it's not like you have to remember. If you forget, then you can certainly go back and look. Hey, Poinsettia, how are you? How you doing, girl? All right, so we're going to go ahead and start to add this in. And friends, let me tell you something. Not all eucalyptus is created equal. You've heard me say that about ribbons, and I mean it. It's not all the same. Look, very, very good. That's one clip from that. But this looks very realistic. It's got lots of different texture on it. So when you're looking for eucalyptus and greenery, you're definitely gonna want to pay attention to that, okay? I'm doing great. I am doing fantastic tonight. For those of you who are just hopping on, I am doing a collaboration with our friends at Creek Road Designs. Greg and Michelle sent me some beautiful products to be able to build this wreath with. Everything that I'm using is from there except the grapevine, and that's because they don't sell them yet. But everything else is from their shop. You can find everything at creekroad.net. My code is LITTLE, L-I-T-T-L-E, for 10% off your order. And just like always at Creek Road, if you fill those carts to $99 or more, it's free shipping. Okay? Thank you so much for that. I'm going to pin it. Perfect. Let's go in and add eucalyptus. There again, just a little bit of glue on the end. Look at that, guys. It does not take a lot of glue. We're going to go right into this. And also remember what I have told you before if you've watched me. When you are using different types of greenery, it will add different texture to your design, okay? It makes it more realistic. It makes it very pleasing to the eye. So I always try to use, on average, not a set rule, but on average, I use about 3 different greeneries. So you're going to see that as well. I do have another greenery over here that I'll use as well to go in with. We're adding in. You can already just see how realistic this eucalyptus looks. I'm loving it. All right. We're going to go around, once again, the grain of the grapevine. Okay? Around the grain of the grapevine. And don't be afraid to twist and pull on the greenery. Listen, this is high quality stuff. It's not going to come apart in your hands. You're able to maneuver it around how you want it to be. Okay? Thanks, Courtney. I appreciate that, girl. I appreciate that. I'm really loving it. Very, very, very pretty things to work with here. So it makes my job easy. When you've got high quality products, it will make a huge difference in your design. All right, but I do, look. But I tell you guys, I'll rip something out. I told you, I will when I don't like it. I will tell you something, and this is not a knock at anybody starting out, but when I first started, I did not know really what I was doing. I'm going to be honest. I really didn't. And I used, Greg and Michelle are going to be like, ah! I used a cardboard sign, I kid you not, from a big box store, and that's fine. I didn't know better, right? You don't know what you don't know. But can y'all imagine if that cardboard sign would have gotten wet? What would have happened to the wreath? Oh man, the things we learn, right? The things we learn. What about some of you guys here? I know that you're wreath designers. Tell me some of the first things that you did as a wreath designer. Put it in the comments and tell me what's something that you did that you're like, I cannot believe that now knowing what I know. And it's not about, I mean, we all learn. We all learn, okay? But man, I mean, I literally mean cardboard. What's something that you did that you learned later on not to do, or maybe not to do, but just a better way of doing it? Yeah, see? Greg's like, what? That's why you need to use these high quality signs made of aluminum from our friends at Creek Road, right? Cable mounts in the hot south. Yeah, Michelle. Listen, I used to use cable mounts. I don't anymore. I'm going to be honest. Well, let me take that back. It's rare if I do. And if I'm using a cable mount, by the way, who in here doesn't know what a cable mount is? Because if you don't, I'm going to show you what we're talking about because I want you to understand. I used to use cable mounts on the back, and sweet customer had bought a beautiful wreath. It was so pretty. And those cable mounts had come off and snapped off, and the sign just fell off. And I did help her. I made it right, of course. But then I just learned not to go to market with 3 ladies. Greg, I'm going to tell you. No, you're lucky. I think Lindsay's on vacation, but Courtney and Michelle are in here. You're going to be in trouble, buddy. Does everybody know what a cable mount is? Let me show you just in case you don't. This is a cable mount. A cable mount looks like this, okay? And there are times that it's appropriate to use this. Thank you. Thank you. There's times it's appropriate to use this. And I'll tell you when I use these are on the gems, Ferris silk gems that Greg and Michelle have in their shop. I will sometimes use this on the back of that Ferris silk gem just as double security. I'll add at the top with my floral wire and put this in. But guys, that's not idea. You learn, but yes, it is a big cable mount. Girl, I work with big signs. Look, I'm not putting it on there, but I'm just saying. Yep, cable mounts. That's what they are. Yes, Paula, I use them on hearts and gems. Absolutely, and that's why I have those. Honestly, it's not for signs anymore, so I absolutely feel you on that, Michelle. But they are good to use on, see, that's where you learn. They're not good to use on the signs like I do for grapevines, but they are very good to use on the gems and the hearts, for sure. Absolutely. Oh, thanks, Tiff. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. We're having a fun time making this. Okay, back to this. You can see that I am continuing to add greenery all the way around. For those of you who want tips and tricks, I'm literally following the grain of the grapevine. One of the big things that I will remind you to do if you're a wreath maker is to make sure you don't forget about underneath here. Just because that ribbon is covering it, if you have wind or this shifts or moves, you don't want there to be a hole under your wreath. So make sure that you're filling in that area, okay? Hey, Nicole, I see you in here. So make sure that you do that. Hey, Yashira, I see you in here too, girl. I see all of you popping in. All right. Continuing to build around. I want to show you guys something. I still have this much left. I'm just saying. You're needing more evening lives. Thanks, Nicole. You're the best, girl. I appreciate that. Hey, Lily. It is beautiful ribbon. Lily, this is from creekrow.net. I have a code, LITTLE, L-I-T-T-L-E, for 10% off your order. They just got this 2.5 back in, the 2.5 inch. It is gorgeous. I showed it earlier, but look at this. Isn't that so pretty? So hop over there and get you some. It just came back in stock in the 2.5. Hey, Wendy. It's beautiful to work with. Wendy, honestly. Look at this. It's got a great wire in it. It's got the glitter edge. Can you guys see that? Very, very inexpensive. Seriously, for the quad. This is very inexpensive. This is great for your wreaths. Also for bows. Great, great ribbon. And you guys know, I work with ribbons every day. It's what I do. And then, of course, I love the basket weave. Wendy, this has got a great wire in it. And the basket weave is awesome. It comes in all colors. Also, this ribbon, you don't have to do the lavender or the purple. It comes in a lot of colors too. But these are wonderful. They are great. And like I said, if you need reference numbers on my TikTok page, on my video where I'm showing you what I'll be working with, there's reference numbers there. So don't feel like you have to remember everything. You can go back and reference that. And on the Book of Faces, if you're over there, Creek Road did an outline that shows everything that I'm using tonight. Okay, so go check it out. Go get you some pretties. What's the number if you don't mind sharing? I don't mind sharing. Do you want the ribbon? Is that what you want the numbers for? I'll go ahead and give that to you now. For the basket weave in the white, that number is R. N as in Nancy, 586127. And that's for the basket weave in the white. They do have more colors, okay? And then also, Shauna, on this one, it is R, G as in girl, 0823213. And guys, just so you know, with that, thanks, Claudia and Grace. With this, go to my page after we finish with this, and you can find the ribbon and the numbers. So don't feel like, man, I couldn't remember what was it. Go back and take a look. That's one of the reasons I did the video. Book of Faces, you're welcome to check out the picture that Greg and Michelle posted. It's got all the information there for you for reference numbers, just in case you need to reference back to it. All right. How did I attach the sign, Grace? Great question. I took a jewelry punch, and those come in different forms and fashions. I have a huge jewelry punch, which I don't mind showing you, that actually will go through not only aluminum signs, it goes through wood signs and everything else. But I literally put a hole at the top, I put a hole at the bottom, and I use floral wire and come through my grapevine to attach it. It's nice and secure. It's not going anywhere, okay? So floral wire, you know how we were talking about those cable mounts? Floral wire is a wonderful alternative to using a cable mount. And also, you can use bind wire. A lot of my friends use bind wire in their designs. And that is literally kind of like if you can think about a floral wire with paper around it. Okay, so that's an option too. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's what you like as the designer and what works best in your hands. All right. Jewelry hole punch goes through the metal with floral wire. It does. Thanks, Claudia, for that. And guys, if you're new to wreath making, you might not know what floral wire is. It's right here. You can find that in any of your big box stores, craft stores. Very, very inexpensive. Okay? So, go get you some. Hey, Max, how are ya? How are you doing? All right, we're going to continue to come around the grapevine, filling in. And you know, also another thing that you can do is step back from your design. You can step back from your design. Now, we do not want to cover up too much of that sign. I don't want to do that. So I took that back out, and I'm going to reposition this. Beautiful. Glue strings galore, my friends. I'm stepping behind the design, and see, as soon as I step away, I can see I need a little something right here. And I'm going to use some maidenhair fern right there. What gauge is the wire that I use? It varies. You can use whatever you would like. I typically use a 22 gauge because it bends easily and it's not too stiff. There are some that are different gauges, but for me, 22 gauge. 22 gauge. Thank you, friends. I appreciate it very, very much. I'm loving this. I'm going to add maidenhair right there. Do you remember how I told you in the beginning that once you start to add stuff in, you can see where you need to go back in and add things? Right there, I needed just a little bit of that maidenhair. So we went back in with that. What are you guys thinking so far? You like it? Anybody going to try this? Come on, anybody going to try this or try your hand at a grapevine? Maybe you want to pick out a different sign or something. You guys can do it. You need to try a grapevine. I challenge my friends to do a grapevine. If you're not used to doing them, try it out. You might fall in love with it. You never know. You love it. Claudia and Angela, you're loving it too. You share. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I am too. All right, we are going to add this in, and then guess what? We have another greenery. I got to show you guys something. I covered that whole wreath, and I want you to look at how much of this eucalyptus bush I have left over. So when I'm telling you that this is a good product, I'm not just saying it, guys. Look at that. I still have this left over. So there again, just thinking outside the box. If you're one that doesn't want to make this wreath over and over again, I'm not that person, I do. But if you're the one that doesn't, or if it's just for your own home and you have some left over, this is great to put in a centerpiece. Okay? Thanks, Lily. They are pushers. Michelle, great point. Those of you who use greenery and florals, this is what we call a pusher. Thanks, Courtney. A pusher, I want you to watch. Do you see how I can move this greenery up and down the stem? That is what we call a pusher. Now, why is that important? Here's another pearl for you. If I am doing an airy design, and what I mean by that is I want this to be loose in there, wispy looking. Do you see that? I spread it out. But if I want a more compact look, watch what I could do with this pusher. Right to the top, and then look how tight that becomes. It looks totally different. That's for a compact design, okay? Perfect. This is a good pusher. That reminds me of a song. It's not appropriate, but those of you who know me know how songs run through my head. Push it. Okay, moving right along, friends. We're going to go with one of my favorite greeneries and sing it. No, Courtney, this is a collab. I'm not trying to embarrass anybody. This is lamb's ear. Beautiful. I love lamb's ear. I use this greenery year round. I even use different shades of lamb's ear, believe it or not, in winter designs. So this is a great greenery to have on hand. It's also very popular with weddings. So a lot of people use it for that. Great greenery. It's at Creek Road. G, P as in Paul, B as in boy, 24852. Look at this. And it feels real. It feels real, okay? I see you guys laughing, but the point is, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. And normally, I'm on my best behavior. Normally, I probably rap, but it's not that kind of collaboration. So, we'll carry on with wreath making, right? I am going to snip this into 2 pieces. That was 1 stem that all of a sudden became 2 stems, okay? So, that's what I'm going to use. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. And I want you to notice something with this shade of greenery. You see how these are darker shades with just a hint of lighter? Watch what happens when we add this lamb's ear. When we put this in, all of a sudden, it lightens up. It lightens up. It made that greenery just come to life even more and added a different shade. That, my friends, is what you want to happen. You want to add so much texture and different greeneries that your eye is just interested in the entire design and flows through it, okay? Nice, nice greenery. So grab you some lamb's ear, friends. That's what I'm trying to say. And like I said, you don't just have to use it here, okay? You can use it in your other designs. It's perfect for all seasons. I love to use lamb's ear for all seasons. And I'm literally taking clipping, and that is 1 branch, okay, or 1 stem. I am clipping it again, and it's now 2, okay? So this lamb's ear bush will go a long way. It'll go a very, very long way. What I'm doing in one area of the wreath, the exact opposite, I'm going to do the same. Yep, I have maidenhair, eucalyptus, and lamb's ear. Thank you, Claudia. Those are my 3 greeneries that I am choosing to use in this design. And you can see, those are my 3 greeneries that I am choosing to use in this design. And you can see that just a little bit makes all the difference when we are designing. Don't forget to work around your bow. All right, that is important. Don't leave out working behind and through the bow. It's very, very important to do so. I'm continuing to clip the lamb's ear. And then I'm going to show you again. I'm going to go right down into the stem, clip it, and now I have 2. Oh, you're welcome for the pearls. Polly, you are so welcome. I hope that it's helpful to you all. It's like I said, if I can help somebody along their crafting journey, I don't want you to have to stumble over the things that I did when I was learning. So anything that I can do to help you, I want to do it. The eucalyptus is so thick, I got to find the grapevine. That's a good thing to have. I'm going to pull this closer. I want you to see. You see how we have this peeking out? Right in the areas right here. Look, we're going to work down in here. But you're going around the grain of the grapevine once again and filling in with that lamb's ear. Anybody have any questions so far? Most of you are designers yourself, so you know what you're doing. But anybody got any questions? Remember to visit creekroad.net for these supplies if you're just tuning in. They're becoming a one-stop shop. That's what I always say, becoming a one-stop shop. So it's really neat to see our friends grow like that. That's for sure. Going right into the inside of the grapevine now. And adding this in. Make sure you make contact with your grapevine. That's very important. No, I'm ripping this back out, guys. I don't like that. Yes, I still hear the song. And the sad thing is, I don't know if this is bad, but I know every single word to that song. I told you guys I'm a rapper. Y'all don't know it just because I'm Southern, y'all. I can rap. I'm just telling you. Maybe for another life. That's funny. All right. We're going to continue to add in with the lamb's ear. Step back for a minute. Let's see where we need it, friends. Step back from your wreath. This is beautiful. Yes, Nicole, everybody does. And it is a great karaoke song. I 100% agree, girl. That was the best music, though. I don't care what anybody says. Get my flow on. You guys be surprised. Some of my friends in here have heard me sing. It doesn't take much to get a song stuck in my head, I promise. Today, I had quite a few songs stuck in my head. And then I had a friend that had one stuck in her head, and I said, no, let's think about this. Think about this song instead. So then we got on another song, so. All right. Back on my tiptoes, literally tying all this in. And I still have lamb's ear left. I just want you guys to see this. Literally, I still have lamb's ear left off that bush. I feel like a woman. Yep, we did sing Shania today. That's for sure we did. You guys are making me giggle. All right. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, there again, I don't need this right now. You could use this for another project, a centerpiece, whatever you want to do. But do you guys see all the coverage in that? All right, now, I have something that I'm going to use from Creek Road that's not on the list. I know, right? But you could stop here. You could be finished. This could be your wreath. It's beautiful, and you wouldn't have to add another thing to it. Okay, you can see it all the way around. We have filled in. Absolutely beautiful, right? But wait, there's more. So Creek Road has these new florals. And guys, I'm in love with them. And I'm not telling a story. Hi, Yvette, how are you? They can tell you that I have ordered again. Again, I ordered more. I am in love with the little ranunculus. Okay? And I do mean love. Okay? You need some of these. I've got them in all the colors. I got them in white, blue, orange, pink, yellow, I think. They're all in there. Red, red, red too. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. I have made an Easter wreath that has become very popular in my shop. It's the one with the purple cross. And I have used the white ranunculus in that. So I had to order some more. But yeah. Everyone loves the ranunculus. Michelle said it best. I'm telling you right now, don't sleep on these guys because, I mean, we're all buying them. Let's be real. We're all buying them, okay? Hey, Christy, I'm doing good. How are you? Don't sleep on them. They're great. They're wonderful in your floral designs. Also, they're pushers. Look at this. Do you see that? So if you want an airy look, you can do airy. Compact look, you can do compact. Absolutely gorgeous, okay? Happy to see me on. Christy, it doesn't happen often. I am doing a collaboration with my friends at Creek Road Designs. They have beautiful supplies at creekroad.net, so I am collaborating with them tonight, and that's why you see me here at this hour. Now, friends, like I said, this was the supplies that I had planned to use and what is listed. This is also at Creek Road. Okay, so do not sleep on them. Oh man, let me see. I do have the reference number. And guys, there's more than this color. I'm just using this for the design. But it is G as in girl, P as in Paul, B as in boy, 25367. Okay? And yeah, they come in different colors. Go get them. Teamy, thank you. I like it too. I think it's really pretty. Now what I'm going to do with this is start to go around this wreath and just add these ranunculus. And you're going to see what it does for it. Look at this. Look how precious. All right, we are going to come in, and I also want to show you something else. Do you guys notice that on my bow right here, this zip tie is exposed, and I did not do a center loop. I did that on purpose, okay? I wanted to leave that open because I'm going to put the ranunculus, the floral, right in the center. Well, let me show you. It will give your grapevine a whole different look when you do this. Right in the center of the bow. Pull that floral down, and let me see. Right here, what just happened with this bow. You're going to love it. Let me fluff this up for you. Look, is that not gorgeous? It looks like those flowers are coming right out of that bow. No more seeing that zip tie. It's covered up. Okay? So you can do that too. You simply take the floral, put it right in the center of the bow where the zip tie was, or your chenille stem. Put it right in there. And then don't be ranunculus. Try it. Did y'all see what I did there? This is why I can't do late night. I can't do late night. Hey, Caitlin. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it very, very much. You knew you were going to say add the ranunculus. Yes, I have to. I love it. I love it so much. I'm going to get some more. I already have another cart started. Guys, I'm going to start saying that I make wreaths. I'm a wreath slinger for Creek Road. so I can buy all their stuff. And I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. It was so cheesy. I know, Claudia. I know. It was cheesy. Can't help it. I'm literally going in between my focal florals, those roses, and adding this right into the grapevine all the way around. Nicole, listen, it's 9 o'clock here. And I know that's early for most folks. I'm about unalived. I am normally in my pajamas, watching you guys kicked back, and that's okay. I have loved every minute of this. I'll be honest, I really have. And like I said, I appreciate Greg and Michelle allowing me to showcase their beautiful products, guys. It's only 6 p.m. there, girl. That's right, because you're 3 hours behind me. I forget that. Sometimes I forget that. Our friends on across other oceans almost. Might as well be. All right, let's continue to add in. Do you guys like these? Isn't that the perfect little touch to this wreath? I think that's just what it needed. Yep, in Seattle. That's right. I think it's just what it needed, guys. I'm going to keep going around. Who's going to try florals? I see my friends in here that make mesh, and I love ya. Now, I came over to your mesh world. Are you guys going to try a grapevine or something with florals? Maybe you're not ready for a grapevine. You could do your mesh and put florals or greenery. Janie's going to try. Woohoo! Thanks, Janie. There's one person. You're good at them. You're going to be so good at them. You're a very, very talented individual. I hope you'll all try. Wendy has told me this before. She says, I blame you for my Lord have mercy, my floral problem. And you know what? I'll own that, friend. And let me tell you something. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. You are super talented, and I am so proud of you for trying and mastering it. You did. So I am glad. It's been a minute, but you'll do it again. Look at all this. Good. You guys go. Get you some ranunculus. And let's try. Let's go. And get you a rose bush. Because Creek Road has all the florals now. So let's do it. Let's show them how much we love the florals so they'll keep bringing us some new ones. And Greg and Michelle, let us know. Are there some fun things coming down the pipes later in the season? Are we going to see some more florals from you guys? Can you give us a little, let's see, hint? You don't have to give us all the good information, but can you give us a little hint of what we may see coming up? Oh, well, I mean it. I mean it, Wendy. You have mastered it, and you're doing a great job. You really are. I know already, so I can't answer. But I want you guys to answer this question for Michelle, okay? There is a pinned comment, and you guys comment below. What do you think the most popular color is? And I'm not going to say because I do know, but I want you guys to comment. What color do you think? The colors are blue, red, pink, orange, white. I think it's pretty much. Out of those, what do you think is the most popular? All right, I see blue and red. And then Michelle, you can answer when you're ready what's the most popular. I was surprised a little bit, but not really. I guess when I thought about it. And I'll tell you why in a minute. I'm seeing some pink, some white. Hey, Candy. Hey, girl. Creek Road. We have a puzzle. Hold on. I got it on the first try. Creek Road said white. White is the most popular. Now, that's what I bought a lot of, and let me tell you why. One, it's in my Easter design that keeps selling. Woohoo! But the other reason is it's so versatile. White is a great filler flower, but also white is not only spring. Think about it. You can tie that over into what's coming up. Patriotic, right? Red, white, and blue. So, yes, you combine it with all the other colors. That's right. Yes, Michelle. So, I'm loving it. I hope you're restocking these ranunculus because I'm going to need some more. I'm just saying, I'm definitely going to need some more. So make sure you restock, please. Please. My floral friends will also thank you. All right. I absolutely, positively love this wreath. I really do. I'm going to step back and see what else I need. But we're almost done with this, guys. I talked a lot, as usual. And we're almost done within what? An hour? Woohoo! Y'all can do it. And if you took away, I had already made the bonus, so a little over an hour. A little over an hour, maybe. You can make this. Now, this is where I step back. And guys, this is the process I call where I start to fluff things and move things around in a wreath where I want them to be. And these are the final stages that I do when I'm looking over a wreath to see if there's somewhere else I want to put something. And I do. I want a little flower right down there to hang a little low. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate that very much. We're going to go right into this area. I want a little flower right there. And do you guys notice something? I'm literally outlining, once again, following the grain of the grapevine. Do you guys see how that works? That's what I'm doing. That's the trick to florals. I'm giving you some pearls and some secrets. That's all there is to it, friends. That's all there is to it. Thanks, Cricket. I appreciate that, guys. All right. We're about to call this done. I want to hold this close and let you see what we've come up with. I love this. Guys, I think this would be great for spring. I think this would be great for a sweet mama or grandmama, whatever. But this would be a great gift for a loved one. This would be great for your own door as well, right? This is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? All of these products, except the Grapevine, because they don't carry them, that's the only reason. All of these products that I use tonight in my hands are Creek Road designs. That's all their products right there. So isn't it amazing that you can take a sign, florals, greenery, ribbons, and make something like that? And that's the trick to it. If I can do it, you can too. Okay, so give it a try. Make sure you give it a try. You won't be sorry. You might find something else that you love and you didn't even know. I'm going to do another mesh design. And you guys know I don't do a lot of mesh, but I'm going to. Before we wrap up, I'm going to do some closing things. But while I am, if you have questions, please ask. No question is a bad question, except the one you don't ask. A Creek Road wreath slinger. I'll take that title. I am proud to be a Creek Road Designs wreath slinger. That's beautiful without the sign too. Absolutely. You could, if you're one that just does not want the sign, guys, they made a great point. You could literally not do the sign, right? This mirror thing kills me. Not do the sign and just have a beautiful floral. Hey, another option, come all the way around the grapevine. You could do a full floral. Okay, my brain's smoking. One more option. If you don't like bows, some people don't, leave the bow off. All florals. Okay? There are endless opportunities of ways that you can design and use the same products. Less or more of them. Okay? Any more questions? Let's just see. You guys are good? You're good? Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it a whole lot. Thank you for hanging out with me. Wrapping up, all the supplies for this came from Creek Road Designs. You can find them at creekroad.net. I do have a code. The code is good through March 17th, okay? And it's LITTLE, L-I-T-T-L-E. It's 10% off your order. Spend over 99 cookies and you get free shipping. That is a real deal right there. So go ahead, add to cart. If you're not quite ready to check out, that's okay. You still have till March 17th. Also, Greg and Michelle do live sales. So in closing, I want to encourage you, friends, to make sure you download the Creek Road Designs app. It is for Apple and Android users. It'll make your shopping experience seamless, easy. You can favorite things. You can add to cart, go check out later, all the things. You can still use the discount codes. All of the good deals still apply. You can see their live sales. It's wonderful. So download the app. Do yourself a favor. You'll be able to shop from the convenience of your recliner or wherever you like to shop. And it makes that experience a lot easier. A huge, huge, huge thank you to my friends, Greg and Michelle, for allowing me to do this collaboration tonight with you. Heartfelt thank you for all you do for the wreath community. We love you guys. We really do. Your products are second to none, and we value you. We really do. Thanks for all your hard work. We did it, guys. Look at this. You can too. Go and make one. And hey, we'd love to see. Creek Road has a page where you can show your designs or show what you've made. I know Greg and Michelle would absolutely love to see some of the designs that you make with our products. So go on there and post some pictures and show us what you do and how you put your spin on this time. Maybe you'll do something different. Thanks for hanging out. You guys take care, and I'll be seeing you around TikTok. But for now, I'm going to get in my pajamas and I'm going to relax. Have a wonderful night, guys.